The Michael Lammey that joined the Navy died December 1st, 2006. The Michael Lammey that's here now is a completely different person. So while there are a lot of parts of me that are the same, I'm still married, I still have my children, everything about me is different, right? My old personality, my old life was taken away, and I had to rebuild it.
Accidents happen in the workplace. Enter Michael Lammey, who's trying to explain that with his seminar, safety happens in the workplace. That is the name of Lammey's private training seminar that helps prevent accidents due to complacency.
Today, Lammey tells his story as part of his Safety Happens seminar.
I was medically retired from the Navy in 2010 at the age of 27. So I was fortunate enough to be able to go to Washington, D.C. with Navy Safe Harbor. And I was offered a job in the safety department over there. And I did 14 weeks of safety training, and it's every safety program imaginable. So I took all of the OSHA courses, mishap investigation course, everything. And I just felt like, based on what I had gone through with the boiler explosion and the recovery process, there was something more that I could be doing besides managing a safety program in a cubicle in DC. I decided to resign my position and start my own company, and I decided to name it Safety Happens. So I took all of the lessons that I'd learned in the safety course and all of the realizations that I'd had about my own mishap and tried to distill that down into a presentation that was impactful, was relevant, and would resonate with people for a long time.
Almost every environment that we live and work in has risks and dangers. There's no shortcut, there's no simple poster or flyer, and that is why I believe Michael is really onto something here, is because he is able to take his own personal life experience and connect with people on a very visceral level to talk about what could happen, what frankly does happen on an all too frequent basis. And it has to be personal.
When I would go out and talk to people, I was like, okay, I will open myself up and I will share my story. And if I save, the old classic line, if I save one person's life, I've done my job and I fulfilled my mission. So on my very first presentation at Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, I had this kid come up to me and he's like, "You changed my life." And I was like, dang, mission complete, day one, right? Like, all right, what's next? So I decided to scratch the if I could save one person's life thing to, save as many people as possible, right? So I wanted to find a way that I could communicate my message and be able to get it in front of as many people as possible and have it presented in a way that makes people think about not only the things that surround them, but how they could potentially prevent anything from happening to them.
He's extremely friendly, outgoing. He has a personality that is easy to engage with. He's dynamic. I can see very easily how he can engage a crowd and share his story. And I think he's probably applied some of his military background and then his life experiences together to really bring this together.
As one of his early clients, where he came and visited with my company, a construction company on Nantucket, and we filled a room with my employees and with some of our subcontractors, and he came in as a consultant. And it was very much about his experience and his accident and how that was preventable, and it starts with personal accountability. And to hear it from a guy like Michael, who's been through what he's been through, is a very powerful experience.
I try to tell people that had I taken personal responsibility for my own safety at that time, instead of giving it to the leadership or the other people that weren't as intimately involved with the boiler operations as I was, I could have taken that responsibility and stopped the whole thing from happening. So that's why I decided to get out there and start sharing my story to help prevent as many accidents as I could.